Welcome back to The Local Show, a service of Gettys Federal Savings and Loan and Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts. The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in Central New York. The Local Show, locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now, here are your hosts, Tom and Steve.
It's a beautiful day when you join us on The Local Show, and we certainly appreciate you listening to Steve and I. A lot of times we don't have anything to say, but then sometimes we do, and you just never know when it's going to be good.
And neither do we. Just to be clear.
So check in often, and you might hear something you like, that's for sure. Steve, I sent you a picture over the week. Did you see that of my Blackstone grill?
Oh, my gosh.
The griddle?
You do that. It just continues to remind me that you get paid too much. Just to be clear.
Well, come on.
That grill's worth more than my car.
At 59 years old, I should be able to afford a griddle for all the work I do.
It is lovely. I have griddle envy. There's no question.
I am going to have you over, and when I make that stir fry, I'm going to do that because you like the Chinese cuisine, the Asian cuisine,
absolutely.
like I do.
Or just have me over and I'll cook.
Oh boy!
We'll grab some steaks from Steigerwald's and boom.
Then I'll have to, get another griddle. Probably you'll break the griddle.
No, I won't.
That's cast iron. You won't break that.
Well, I have a way of the knobs will fall off when I touch them or something.
Yeah, we'll get some steaks. We'll do a little red meat weekend.
Oh, I like that. I like your thinking.
Why not? All right, and then we'll eat some nuts. Let's go nuts. Jeff Zarnowski's here again. Folks, if you haven't heard Jeff before, this is going to be a great conversation. Stick around for the entire one. Oh, and YouTube too. I keep forgetting, and I don't want to belabor it because I know we get short on time, but Brad does such a great job recording the video and then editing the video and all that stuff for YouTube. Check us out, Zoey Advertising on YouTube. More subscribers we get, the better things are. And
the better things are for us. It really doesn't help you a bit, but it's better for us. No, it gets it out there. So
yes,
like and subscribe.
And
smash the
like button.
The top button right there.
There you go. And you'll be able to see this. Jeff is a orchardist at Z's Nutty Ridge Farm, and it's znutty.com. znutty.com. Jeff, how are you?
We're doing great. Busy planting a lot of trees.
Yes. Oh, you're planting. You've been planting now, huh? Yeah. You can move the mic closer to you. Yeah, bring that right down. There you go.
Yeah, we tested it out. He was right by the mic, and then he backs way
a lot
up
against
on the other side of the room.
It's funny, Jeff, when I do wedding receptions and I have to do the best man speech and everything, I'll hand a mic to the best man, and he'll say, yep, I totally get it, and he'll put it right near his mouth. As soon as I hand it to him, he'll drop it down to his belt. What are you doing? I don't know how that happened, but, not everybody is comfortable like us with that. So, Jeff, you got into the nut business because you're an agriculturist, or how did you get into that business?
It's long story short. We moved on the top of a hill in Cortland County.
Yeah,
and we saw all the hillsides were going back to trees. Some poor guy 150 years ago, used axe and horses and her cow to pull them roots out. And I can't imagine doing one tree, let alone 40 acres, and they're all going waste.
Yeah.
So. We said, let's find trees because nature wants trees. Let's find trees that we can plant that are good for the environment and you, which are nut trees.
Did you go to SUNY ESF? What did you have a background?
Not fall out of a tree, hit you in the head. You had a profundity. What happened?
Yeah.
So I was glued to the desk working on electronics, designing integrated circuits, and it was a release for me to go out and plant trees.
I see.
And it was so it became suddenly I'm planting thousands of trees. Wow. My wife, God bless her, allowed right alongside me planted trees.
What did she do before she got totally nuts?
Oh, she was a paralegal, and then she retired from that, came to work with my company.
Yeah.
And then she retired from there and started a brewery. And then now the brewery's gone, and now she's dedicated to working the farm.
What a history.
So what kind of nuts? Can people grow nuts? Give us some background here, because people think I'm going to plant a nut tree and it's going to grow.
Right. So commonly I'm told that's a thing. Yeah. Literally, yes. The average person has no idea hazelnuts, walnuts, chestnuts are native to the region.
No.
So hazelnuts and chestnuts we emphasize because, one, they are native to the region. We know they'll grow here.
Right.
And the current generation doesn't know that because chestnuts have been blighted out, and now they've returned. They're blight resistant. produce great nuts. And then hazelnuts, the same thing. The nuts were small back then. Now we hybridize them with the European trees. So now we have these cold hardy, large, tasty nuts.
Yeah, and that's not the same as what do they call that? The
candy?
The genomes and the GN.
Right. So this is not genetically modified.
That's right.
These
There
are
you
just
go, Tom.
GMOs.
naturally hybridized.
Okay, and that's okay to do.
What's a cultivar?
So a cultivar, once you find that great tree, you want to multiply it. So you do it through a couple different ways. You can do tissue culture where you cut little cuttings off it and you encourage it to grow and multiply. Or you layer it where the suckers that grow at the base of the tree encourage roots to grow on it and you cut it away from the mama tree. So once you have duplicates of a tree, you call that a cultivar. You give it a name. So when you buy a red delicious apple in the store, you now know what you're getting because you know that name.
Right.
And so you assign it a name and people go, oh yeah, I know that tree. Or I don't know that apple, but in this case, nuts.
Right.
So each cultivar has so there's one's Betty and one's Bill and one's Sarah, and they have like a name?
Yes.
How many cultivars do you have?
We sell 6 right now, and it'll be 9 by next fall.
Because you're breeding a better cultivar? Is that a fair way to put it? I don't.
Yes, exactly. And we do a lot of controlled breeding. We take the mom tree and pollen from a good dad tree, and we hand put the pollen on each flower, cover the flower up so it can't get someone else sneaking in there. And then we get the resulting nuts. We plant it. We trial it. It takes about 12 years.
So Tom could plant a couple of nut trees in his yard next to his amazing grill. Okay. And how long would it take before he would have nuts?
So if you have you need 2 trees to produce nuts, a male and a female, but they're both male and female. They have both male and female flowers, but they need pollen from another tree. So if it's a cultivar,
yes,
I can safely say in 2 years with good pollen, you will have nuts.
Wow. That's
Which kind of nuts?
In this case, hazelnuts.
Okay.
With chestnuts, it takes 4 or 5 years.
Okay. You don't have macadamia nuts, do you?
No, you need a zone 10.
How about coconuts? Got coconuts?
Same kind of deal. You need like zone 8.
What's a zone 10?
Zone 10 is it never gets to freezing ever.
Oh, yeah.
So
hey, that's where we want to go, Steve.
I'm with you.
I want to go to zone 10. What zone are we?
we're generally in this area 5A to 6A.
Okay. Yeah,
you go a little north or on the hilltop south of us, it could be 4B.
Gotcha.
So where can people get trees?
Well, there are numerous nurseries in the area. Apple tree nurseries are everywhere. But and locally, we have, of course, Nutty Ridge.
Okay.
You have
tell us about the experience there really quickly. So I pull up to Z's Nutty Ridge farm, and what do I see?
You'll see orchards.
Okay,
You'll see a nice big windmill.
Okay.
And a barn, of course, and a log home. We generally only take people by appointment because we're busy and active, and we don't have an open storefront. Right. Our storefront is our website, like many nurseries nowadays.
And that's the letter Z, nutty.com, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And then you go right up there, and then you will explain how to plant these things. And
we do on our website, and often that people that come to pick up their trees, we will give them a quick tour, show them what they'll look like, and how to go about doing it, and make them feel comfortable.
How much fun to have some nut trees?
Absolutely, and the health benefits are wonderful. And I think on your website you go through some of the health benefits of the nuts and all that too.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are numerous reports telling you how healthy they are.
Yeah,
there we go,
great.
Tom.
All right.
Unlike you, Tom, they're healthy.
Good, healthy nuts. That's Jeff Zarnowski right there. He and his wife doing the thing and making that's really how you make a dent in climate change. You're really changing it for the better doing that. Orchardist at Z's Nutty Ridge LLC, znutty.com, and you have a great rest of the day, sir.
Thank you, Tom.
All
and
right.
Steve.
Coming up next, we're going to talk with Samuel De La Paz. He is the store manager over at the Brady Market. We'll get his story coming up next on The Local Show on 570 WSYR.